Radio show broadcasting from Santa Cruz, California. We're here at KSCO radio station, Santa Cruz's favorite radio station and the last radio station in the country to still be shining Christmas lights.
Yes, I saw that.
Yeah, it's on fire. If you guys missed Christmas or did miss Christmas, just come on down to KSCO because it's still going on right here.
I got a question for you. First off, is my mic on?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. My question to you is...
If it wasn't on, we could still hear you anyway.
Is this our 100th show?
No.
Okay, what number is it?
I think like 98.
Okay. I'm a little ahead
Were you going to celebrate?
I was thinking about it.
I'm celebrating right here with Almond Dream Bites.
Mm-hmm.
These things are sick.
If Sherry's listening...
In the healthy way?
Yeah.
Okay, but yeah. She's on her way down here right now.
Yeah,
Grab
take him away.
Yeah.
Big show tonight, Neil.
Desi in the house.
Yep.
Mr. Shane Desmond. I've been wanting to have Shane on for a long time. I keep seeing him Whole Foods and going, come on. He's like, yeah, we keep missing the boat. And finally, he's here. You know why?
Why?
Because he got into Titans and Mavericks. He was the first alternate, and now he's in it, and now he's got to come on the show.
Deserves it.
Goofy Footer. I got to talk to another Goofy. We have something in common. It's Goofy Footer. Surfing at Mavs.
Yep.
That's gnarly in itself. Backwards.
Being cursed a goofy foot in Santa Cruz. Bummer that is.
Well, we're going to get to that.
We will.
But right now, you are listening to the Off-It Radio Show. Our guest tonight is the one and only Mr. Shane Desmond. We are streaming live on the surfchannel.com and now thequiver.com.
Hey, by the way, can you explain thequiver.com?
The Quiver is a company out of New York where if you wish to travel anywhere in the U.S., you can rent boards, from people. So instead of going to surf shop and renting some, Costco thing, you can rent, boards. People advertise their boards online, and you can go to different destinations and pick out boards and find one that's going to work for the wave that you're going to be riding.
I'm doing that.
When was the last time you surfed?
It's been a while, but I have great surfboards that I would love to rent.
Oh, you're not going to go surf. You're just going to rent boards.
You want to rent my Quiver. That's a great idea.
Right?
Yeah, I love it.
Just come to your house.
Yeah, I got great boards.
I'm sure Desi's got a couple, too. You can make some money on.
Yeah, Mavericks guns for rent. Pay double for those.
Triple.
I might have a few boards I could sell.
I know you do. And why sell them when you can rent them?
Yeah, it's renting them.
This is renting. People come here.
So imagine this. Now, this is a great topic of discussion. If you did have a Mavericks Quiver, because the boards never make it. Think about it.
No, they get
Anyone
trashed.
who travels with a board over like 10 feet, it never gets there.
No.
It's just one of those curses of travel. And so if you did, that's a premium. You should ask the Quiver if they have a Mavericks hookup. Not that Desi wants to have people on
Maybe
his
they'll let
boards.
us know. Shannon Marie Quirk from the Surf Channel is now working for the Quiver, so maybe Shannon Marie Quirk could fill us in.
Maybe she'll call in tonight.
831-479-1080. If anybody wants to call in and talk to Desi tonight, again, it's 831-479-1080. I'm thinking Mimi Desmond should be calling in from wherever she's at.
For sure. We want the gossip.
Yeah, we need the the wives always have the scoop.
They have the best stuff.
They come out with stuff. We have notes, but we don't have the down and dirty.
When you want the real good stuff, call the wife.
Right. We are on Facebook. We are Instagramming. We tweet. What else? If you missed the show, it is on offthelipradio.com tomorrow morning on podcast. It's on YouTube. It's on iTunes. Yeah, the show is on iTunes on YouTube directly after the show's over.
I met somebody who streams when they drive in their car to work. They get YouTube on their phone, Bluetooth it to their car, and they listen.
While they're driving?
While they're driving, they listen to the show.
That's pretty cool. Are they watching the show? Or just
they might be watching.
Yeah, I'm
but
sure
that's
they
against
are.
the law.
Yeah, we don't condone that.
Exactly. Hey, by the way, before we jump into the show, I just went to the Agenda trade show in Long Beach.
Right.
The highlight of it is that I got to hang out with Jonathan Paskowitz, who's an old friend of mine, and Bud Lamas.
Bud Lamas.
Yeah, anyone with some surf history knows the mayor of Huntington Beach, Bud Lamas.
You hung out with Bud?
Well, the beautiful thing about trade shows is it's a reunion every 6 months.
Should we be doing a show next year from the
Agenda?
Yeah.
If we can get
the equipment down
Mr.
there?
Zwirling to get us mobile, I would love to do a show from there.
I don't know if we're going to go mobile. Mr. Zwirling was on my sports show last week, and he's got big plans for KSCO. Not one of them was being at the Agenda trade show, by the way.
All right.
Let's talk to Desi.
Let's do it.
Mr. Desmond,
How are you guys doing tonight?
We're doing good. We're honored to have you on the show.
Well, thanks for having me.
And we're here also with Emmett and Ella. Okay, 1 second. Ella, how old are you?
10.
You go speak to the microphone.
Yep.
10?
10.
You're 10. How old's your brother?
8.
Okay, so we got the kids in the house too. Because you're doing kiddie duty. You're doing kid duty, right?
Oh,
Where's
yeah.
the missus?
Her job.
Which is?
Well, she's the general manager of Camouflage.
Oh, there, the camouflage.
Best trade show ever. Let's go there and
the lingerie shop. You know what? Okay. Why is she not on the show?
We're not going to Agenda. We're going to wherever Camouflage goes for their trade show.
That's where we got to be going.
Yeah.
You know what?
Get the agenda.
And does she bring samples?
Well, she not usually. Usually, she talks to the vendors at the booths, and they'll send her something.
We need to get her on the phone. Actually, the kids are here, so we got to keep it clean. Come on.
We do. It is a kids-friendly show. Maybe Desmond, if you want to call in tonight. Anybody want to call in tonight, the phone number is 831-479-1080. Now, Shane, I always refer to you as the hardest working man in surfing because you've got the kids, you got 19 jobs that you're doing. Last time I talked to you, you had like 4 jobs, and I think you narrowed it down to 2.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, I've only have 2 jobs now.
How's that working out for you? Is it now you got a little more time to surf?
More surf time and more kid time. And family time.
Are you surfing more?
Yeah, actually. Well, I was always surfing. I always seem to find a little space in between the jobs to surf. I get more family time now.
Where'd your surfing career begin? Where was day one?
A career.
When was your surfing? Yeah. When did you? Who first introduced you to surfing?
Well, I was first introduced to surfing. I have a friend that I grew up with who actually shapes surfboards right here in Santa Cruz.
And that is?
Tom Falkard, Screwball Industries.
Okay.
And so one of his mom's friends was a surfer, so he used to just take us, occasionally on a weekend, and that kind of just got us started.
Would you go to Cal's?
Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely, Cal's.
And you work your way? Did you work your way up from Cal's to indicators to the lane? It seems like the stepping stone.
Yeah, I think we kind of stayed at Cal's for a while, and then a little bit of the Rivermouth, and then the Hook and the East Side. Some of those spots, and then kind of the lane on smaller days.
Okay. Where's your surfing career at today? I mean, we're going to jump way forward. I know we're missing out a bunch of which we're going to go back and discuss. But where's your surfing career at? You are in the Mavericks in Titans of Mavericks contest. You are an entrant. How do you see yourself in that contest? Are you going out to win it? I mean, or is it a matter of survival, or what's your plan?
Well,
you came close a couple of years ago. You run up in 2010.
Yeah, I was close in 2010. I mean, on a day like that, there is a good portion of just surviving it, but you've got to go. You got to catch those waves, just to survive it. In a matter of speaking, if you don't catch any waves, then what's the point of being out there? But
you got 2 jobs, you got 2 kids, you got 2 jobs, and so you don't have that much time to surf. What kind of training are you doing for the contest that's upcoming?
Well, I still go to the gym, and I go and do CrossFit at CrossFit Up.
Okay.
And then I've actually, it was funny. I was sitting there, and I'm like you just said, what time is obviously hard to find when I'm so busy, and what am I going to do to work out? And I just bought some DVDs. It's really weird. I was like, I'm just going to try these T25 workouts, and they kind of, it helps. And it's only a 25-minute workout, and when you add that in with everything else, it's not that hard to do.
What's your proudest moment so far in your surfing career? Was it your runner-up finish in 2010?
Yeah. I would say that, or in 2005, the XXL,
right, when
biggest
you won
paddling wave.
Right. So we had Chris Burdish on the show, right, TC?
Well, I thought he was going to say it was a victory contest at Lagunas in 1986, but maybe not.
You go back that far, TC? Is that? Oh, you do some research.
No, listen.
Right.
I used to put on a lot of surf contests, and I think Shane won a lot of those contests. And I think a lot of people kind of forget that about but he's not just the Titans. He he has a wicked backhand off the top wraparound that he can do 4 times to the beach. And that's how you win surf contests.
You talked about that. Who was on the show? You talked about that.
Well, yeah.
That gosh darn Shane Desmond. He does these 4 big hacks.
And Marco Foreman was another one who had a repertoire in his quiver that he could go out and do 4 hacks to the beach. And, it's not the ASP nowadays. They travel around and contests are held in these great. Well, it was beach breaks for a long time. And Shane Desmond has a 3 hack off the top to the beach.
Contest winner.
Yeah.
Well, it's ironic. We're in the land of the right, all these right-hand points, and we'd have all these contests, and they'd always be at these beach breaks where there were these really good lefts, like Lagunas.
And the reason why was we never had permits.
Right.
And so we had to go hide and have a contest. So
you are listening, Santa Cruz, to the Off the Lip radio show on KSCO, Santa Cruz's favorite radio station. And the time that it takes to wax your board, we'll be right back with you after this very short commercial, so don't go away. Thinking of a vacation in Santa Cruz? Then contact Beach Nest Vacation Rentals at 831-722-0888 to make your reservation. The very best local vacation management company with their staff will take care of the tiniest of details to better your memorable Monterey Bay holiday. They are pet-friendly with a choice of homes on or close to the beach in Santa Cruz and the Central Coast. For further information, go to beachnest.com or follow them on Facebook. Toyota Santa Cruz is under construction, building a state-of-the-art facility at their current location on 41st Avenue and Highway 1. Julie Frigoli, the general manager, would like to invite you all to take advantage of their need for room while all the heavy equipment is on their facility. She would like to inform you that there is no time like now to get unbelievable savings on a new Toyota or one of their certified pre-owned vehicles, and that their highly rated parts and service is still open 7 days a week. So now is the time to take advantage of their mess. Head down to Toyota Santa Cruz or check them out online at santacruztoyota.com.
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say.
Hi, this is Steve Pereira, the beach guy at Bailey Properties in Santa Cruz, California. If you're looking for a beach home or a coastal property, give us a call at 831-818-7064, or you can call my wife Diane at 831-818-5939, or drop in on our website at lifesabeach.com and check out all the inventory in all price ranges. We've been selling beach properties since 1982. We're here to help you. Give us a call today.
Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof.
There is nothing like a surf vacation, though freedom to roam comes with a price. Until now.
The Quiver provides quality surfboards at your destination, removing all the hassles of traveling with your surfboard.
So whether you find yourself bi-coastal or a weekend warrior just wanting to escape for a quick warm water session, The Quiver is your opportunity to surf a locals board meant for your vacation spot's wave.
Check out The Quiver, the surf vacation solution, at your favorite social media site.
Or go to thequiver.com. Yes, we're back. Technical difficulty here at KSCO. Nothing new. We got it together. Chris, our engineer, is on fire as usual. This portion of the show is brought to you by Felix Sand Dollar Surfboard Repair. I am sporting I'm sporting
like that hat. That hat's nice.
My soccer team, my coach, they call it the gangster hat. They say I look like a gangster.
That's
But
gold.
it's a sick hat.
Like you're a pimp.
It's a sick hat. But there is no trivia prize tonight because TC and I did not sort out the trivia question before the show. We were too busy talking. But we will tell you about Felix Sand Dollar Surfboard Repair. If your board is screwed up, messed up,
Bashed.
gacked,
Yeah.
got a word for us, Shane?
Buckled.
Buckled is a good one.
You know what?
Yeah.
I want to ask Felix, can he fix a buckled board?
Easy. Just gotta
You
pay.
think?
Heck yeah.
You think he can do it?
Probably over $100, but
Felix,
sure.
we want to know, can you fix a buckled board? 831-479-1080. This portion of the show is brought to you by Felix Sandal Ding Repair, who will fix your board pronto.
Toronto. And I
Very
say it every
pronto.
week. He's just the best. So
Well, he's
Call
doing
him
pretty
up.
good. Yeah, he's the guy. 722-4060. Going to call in tonight. 831-479-1080, where our special guest this evening is
Me.
the man himself, Mr. Shane Desmond, along with his little kids. We have Ella in the house. We have Emmett in the house. Ella, you surfing?
Well, I want to. but-
Okay. Now, you know your dad surfs those big, huge waves that wrap the coast here?
Yes.
What do you think about that?
I think that's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool, huh? What about the kid? Nipper, get in here.
Nipper.
Nipper, get in here. I got one question for you. You know, okay? Are you proud of your dad? Your dad's a pretty good surfer. You proud of your dad?
Yes, I'm proud of my dad.
Are you? Do you remember? Do you remember being on the podium when he won a big contest? Do you remember?
No.
No, I remember. So are you surfing yet, kiddo?
Yes, I'm surfing, but me and my dad hardly ever go surfing.
Okay, well we're gonna try and make some more time for your dad to go surfing. Okay? Your dad's surfing too much by himself. All right, go sit down. Go sit down.
Oh, you just got
And thank
rat-
you
he-
for-
he
thank-
just got ratted out by his own kid.
Hey, Emmett, thank you for the almond dream bites, my friend. That's very sweet of you. Thank you very much.
I think somebody wants to go surfing with you a little bit there.
Okay, bud, we're
Shane,
going.
Shane, let me ask you a question. Goofy foot, being a goofy foot at Mavs, has it helped you or hindered you in your performance at that wave?
I wouldn't know any different. I grew up being a goofy foot. So, I mean, with all the right-hand points around here,
Do you regret you regret when you first stood up and put your left foot back instead of your right? I know I do.
I think not right away, but after a couple years of learning still learning, you're just like, gosh, this is really hard because you can't quite see the wave. And then
Right.
all of a sudden you ride a left and you go, oh man, this is much easier.
Right.
I can see the wave.
Right.
But, in the long run, you end up having a much better backhand. And, so that's just what I'm used to.
At Mavs, are you one of those guys going left?
Yeah, I'll go left.
And because we just saw Nick's wave that left. He got his 10 on in Spain, or Portugal. Where were they? In Spain? Yeah, Spain, right? Yeah, Spain. So he got the 10 on going left, and I think there's a 10 at Mavs going left if in the right situation.
Yeah. Heck yeah. If you just, all you got to do is pull in.
And
There's your 10.
your boards are your boards.
Well, you got to make it out, actually.
Yeah, exactly. But are your boards any different than what you're seeing the other guys riding right now?
I think there's a lot of there's a lot of differences and similarities. We're all riding really thick boards and pretty wide.
Yeah, we saw Sean Dollar put a post up, showed some of his old boards that were extremely thin.
Extremely skinny.
Yeah, and they're like 4 inches thick now, up in that range, huh?
Yeah.
And who's making your boards?
Tom Screwball.
Oh, he's making your guns too.
Yeah, he's making my guns.
And how many fins?
I've been going 4 fins on all my Mavs guns.
And how long?
My shortest one is a 9.2, and I've got a 10.8 coming, and I've got a 9.10 and everything in between.
If we were to go back to 2010 when it was 50 feet, if the contest this year has conditions like that, what board would you be riding? What description of that board? Would it be your 10.8?
With the way Mavericks breaks, you've got to have something that actually you're able to get speed off once you drop in. You're able to actually turn it and generate your speed, and I wouldn't feel as comfortable. I mean, a 10.8 is going to glide right in, but I'd probably ride my 9.6 or 9.10 actually. But I'm going to have them all sitting there in the channel, so I'll be able to make a quick decision right then.
In 2010, when Burdish won, we heard Chris Burdish was here on the show, sitting in that chair. He told us about how he won that day.
Crazy.
It was crazy. How did you think he deserved that win at that time, or how did that half an hour go down or the hour go down when he find out he didn't know he won to the last minute? He didn't know. What was your feelings through that time?
I had no idea. I didn't know, in that time that we were surfing, it was just like, it was so big and crazy out there. And it had been such a long day and such, so many adrenaline rushes from just catching waves. And I was just like, okay, it's over. I ended up actually riding one all the way in and just paddling into the beach. And yeah, I was just,
Would you go out again under those same conditions?
heck
Today?
yeah.
You would.
Yeah. I mean, I think that was like, that opened Pandora's box right there.
Okay.
And it was like, okay, here's a reality check of what we can do.
You got these two kids right here, right?
Yeah.
The center of your universe, probably. Has your surfing changed since you've had the kids? Has it become more cautious?
Not really. I mean, I still train. Sometimes I just play games and I hold my breath, just to, strengthen my lungs so I can hold my breath longer when I'm underwater.
How long can you hold it for?
I'm up to almost 3 minutes.
That's pretty good. TC, how long you can hold it for?
30 seconds.
I
don't know.
Then you got to have a beer.
I'm not a two hold down at Mavs guy, by the way.
So you were telling me in the break that he won those contests that you put on,
Yes.
right? Back in the day.
Yeah, no, we put on a lot of contests. There was a time in Santa Cruz we lost amateur surfing for a few years. WSA was gone. NSSA was kind of Southern California based. So I just took it upon myself and started running contests. I was the Victory wetsuit rep. And they were fun. I mean, if you talk to a lot of the guys, the Rat Boys and the Ackers and all these guys, they all cut their chops in these contests and had a great time. And people would get so mad at Shane Desmond because he would win, because he was. I mean, it's a great compliment to his surfing, but he can wrap one off the top and create speed when no one else does, and wrap another one 2 seconds later.
Right.
And a shitty, take that back, a crappy beach break wave.
That was good stuff.
Thank you. A crappy beach break wave, you only get like 3 seconds to try to connect a couple turns.
Right.
And he was fantastic at it.
Right. Shane, how do you like this new Titans of Mavericks format? You enjoy it? Is it good idea? Idea? Good way to go?
I think it's pretty exciting. It gives everybody, an opportunity with the 2 wild card spots to get in.
Right.
And, I was the first alternate, so I was just stoked to be
Well,
in there again.
you were going to be in, right?
Yeah,
As
there's a
first
pretty
alternate.
yeah. I mean, it's pretty much like in the high 90% chance there.
Well, probably as soon as they announced John, you're like, great, I'm in.
Yeah, I mean, it would have been really cool to see him surf in it, but I'm stoked that he's not and I'm in. But
Well, were you checking the computer every day, like when they were announcing them?
no, I just had a feeling. I was like, okay, he's got to get approval to surf in this, and I don't think that's going to happen.
Were you out there a couple weeks ago on that Saturday when it was big?
Yeah.
I went. Were you out there?
Yeah, that was nuts.
There must have been. How many surfers were out there? 50?
Probably 70.
At least.
At
More
least.
than that. I actually paddled from the beach, and it was pretty gnarly. The tide, there were tidal surges. It reminded me of 2010 when everybody got swept off the jetty because
Right.
the water was surging up over the jetty right there, just like that.
Right.
And all the water went out, and I went running down the beach as far as I could up the point, and then jumped in the water. And I was with somebody else, and he was thinking, oh, we're just going to try and go off the north point and try and just thread the needle out. And I looked down and I go, there's no way you're going to get out that way today. And like 2 seconds later, the surge came in, and both of us had to like run up the side of the cliff to avoid getting washed into the rocks.
Wow. It's not even safe on the beach.
It's not. What do you got, TC?
Well, when we have the contest, who's going to be your caddy? When your boards on the channel, do you have somebody lined up for that?
I do, yeah. Craig Forrest.
Is going to be your guy?
Yeah.
And what, I mean, mentally, how do you prepare yourself? I mean, you train, but this is like your one big contest a year. Mentally, what do you do to kind of get yourself in the zone?
He eats almond dream bites.
I mean, it's a kind of a difficult question. What do you do like mentally? But to me, the mind game of surfing big waves, I mean, you got to like, how do you focus to be out there in those situations?
I usually don't try not to dwell on it, I think that, in 2010, I didn't even have time to think about it. We don't get exactly a lot of notice. We do know, we have a pretty good idea when we see a swell coming, oh boy, this could be the one. And 2 or 3 days out, it's, pretty much a guarantee it's going to happen. Or 4 days even. And my wife had needed help at that time. She's like, hey, I need you to watch the kids. Oh, by the way, my friend's dropping off her kid. And I had like 4 kids in my house like the day before. It was nuts. And I don't have, I'm just trying to make food for them. And I'm just thinking, okay, well, I know where all my stuff is, and after it, a little bit later today, all these kids, the wife will come home, she'll deal with them. All of that will kind of drop into the background, and I'll just walk out there, get my stuff, put it in my car,
gone,
and go about my business.
The way they call it.
When we come back from the commercial, we're going to talk about the women surfing Mavericks and how you feel about the women out there and if they belong and so forth. So we're going to come back and talk about that. Right now, though, this portion of the show is brought to you by Freeline Surf Shop, your friendly neighborhood one-stop surf shop. New year, new technology, Tara says. Looking for the latest in wetsuit design and function? Freeline's got you covered. Quicksilver Cypher chest zip with hydro with fuse flex and thermal lining.
Thermal lining's hot.
Hotline GT, biggest bang for your buck with classic design. Advanced Super Stretch, O'Neill Mutant, watertight and beyond flexible design in Santa Cruz XL Revolt TDC Thermo Dry Celliant with smart fiber tech. What is that, TC?
Wetsuits have turned into Indy cars.
Oh my! I don't have one of those. My thing's just a piece of rubber. Did I mention Freeline carries men's, women's, juniors, and kids' wetsuits, surfboards, and apparel? Yes, they do. Freeline Surf Shop on 41st Avenue. This is Neil and TC with the Authentic Radio Show broadcasting from
Santa Cruz, California.
Be right back.
It's a new life for me, yeah. It's a new dawn, it's a new day. It's a new life for me, and I'm feeling good.
Hi, this is Sherry from The Healthy Way, here with Neil from the Off the Lit radio show and the Our Local Sports Show, who successfully completed a weight loss program with us.
Yes, thank you, Sherry. I'm so stoked how I feel. How you and your staff helped me achieving my goal of losing 25 pounds. It truly was easy. And importantly, 3 months later, I'm still at my desired weight. I am feeling better, surfing better, and mention this KSCO ad for your free consultation with The Healthy Way.
Let us show you how you, too, can use our simple and easy program. Just give us a call at 831-462-5900 or take a look for yourself at thehealthyway.us or follow us on Facebook.
Paddle out on the most beautiful one-of-a-kind surfboards on the planet. Ventana Surfboards and Supplies sells stunning hollow wooden surfboards and body surfing handplanes made from local reclaimed woods. And we now sell eco-friendly surf supplies. Ventana donates 5% of profits to ocean conservation. Visit VentanaSurfboards.com to see our surfable works of art and more. We will personally home deliver your order anywhere in Santa Cruz County. Ventana Surfboards and Supplies. Craftsmanship, responsibility, adventure.
This is Brother Timmy.
And Cleo from Cleo's Corner at Pono Hawaiian Grill.
Featuring wraps, teriyaki bowls, plate lunches, amazing and creative salads, vegetarian and gluten-free options, and over 20 different types of poke, all made to order, fast, fresh, and healthy. And what's your favorite, Khalil?
The chicken fingers.
Located at 120 Union Street in downtown Santa Cruz. Call us for takeout at 831-426-PONO or check us out on the web at ponohawaiiangrill.com. We put the Ono in Pono.
Hi, this is Susie with Real Estate 831. I have some great news that finally, after 25 years of everybody looking at that hole in the ground on Pacific Avenue, I can say to you now, something is actually going to happen there. So stay tuned to the Our Local Sports Show for further development. people ask me all the time, have I missed the boat? Have I lost that opportunity to buy a house? And I tell them right now, with rents rising the way that they have been, they're averaging 10% a year increases in rents, but yet interest rates are so low, it's still a great time to buy and lock in your housing costs for the next 30 years. So come talk to me at Real Estate 831 and let's see if we can put a plan in place for you. You can follow us on Facebook. You can call the office 475-5695, or you can check out our website, re831.com.
And we are back with the Off the Lip Radio Show on KSCO. I know we have a lot of sponsors on the show, but a lot of people want to be involved in the Off the Lip Radio Show, so we are allowing it to happen.
It got so big, my ad got kicked off. That's how big it is.
It did get blown, yeah.
Yeah.
And Lorna let me know too, huh?
Jeez.
Because where's my ad? TC, what do you know? Just do your own ad.
Hey,
what do you got going on?
Well, I have the Santa Cruz boardroom is fully stocked with all your skateboarding needs. We have shoes from Nike,
free license plate frames.
Exactly. Come on down and get your free license plate.
Jimbo stickers have just arrived.
Jimbo's new stickers are awesome. We just got in 300 of them yesterday.
I'm writing a book with Jimbo, by the way.
I can't wait.
It's gonna be pretty cool.
Yeah, I got a question for Shane.
Go ahead.
Because
but before you start,
you
are listening to the Off the Lip Radio Show, Facebook, Instagram, tweeting. If you want to call in tonight, talk to Desi. Or TC, or to Emmett and Ella.
Perfect.
Or to me. Or to Roby. 831-479.
Well, my
1080.
Point, what I was going to say is we've had a lot of Mavericks, competitive surfers here and non-competitive. We've had some finalists that don't have sponsors. And you are in a very unique situation. And after I finish saying this, I'll take 10%. But how come Whole Foods isn't all over Shane Desmond as a big wave athlete and employee?
I don't know.
Because to me, you're a fantastic employee of Whole Foods. You're a world-class big wave surfer. You're in the Titans of Mavericks contest. You're a finalist, second place finalist in one of the heaviest contests.
Wake up, Whole Foods. Let's go.
Well, that's my point.
Come on.
And to me, that is such an amazing marketing opportunity for Whole Foods. Have you ever approached those guys with that?
No, we did do something for a little bit in 2010.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we did a short sponsorship for about 6 months, and the person that was in charge of marketing then had moved on, so it just kind of that connection fizzled out.
I'll look into it and take 10%. Let's give some people props who are supporting you. Who's behind you right now?
Nordic Naturals. Local, right from fish oil, right down in Watsonville.
Did that company have something to do with you going to Norway?
Yeah,
they did, right? When you won the northernmost surf contest in the world,
the Nordic Cup or something.
I won Lofoten Masters.
Lofoten, Lofoten, Lofoten.
Yes,
Masters. You won the northernmost surf contest in the world.
And Nordic Naturals was behind getting you there?
Yeah.
That's a fantastic
They
sponsor.
paid the whole way there. It was amazing. I was like one of the best surf trips ever in my life.
Why was it so good?
Why?
Yeah.
Just the whole going to Norway and the whole Viking heritage museum there and just all the history. And then, staying in it's like an Arctic surf camp. There was all these guys from all over the world actually there.
And the waves were good, huh?
I actually, they said you scored for only being here for about 12 days. I got really good waves. I was really lucky.
I remember you put a picture on in social networking of that break. It looked amazing.
Yeah. That particular stretch of the coast actually has the Gulf Stream hitting the coast right there.
Right.
So the water's about 55, 54.
Oh, it's not bad.
The wind chill, though, is like
nippy.
20, 30.
Right.
So you're still, hooded, gloved, 5 mil boots.
Okay.
So pretty good surf spot there in Norway. Was there a good local surf culture going on?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of people surfing over there.
That's interesting.
In 2005, won the Billabong Double XL Monster Paddling Wave. It was a 49-foot wave at Mavs. Can you tell us about that wave? Describe it to us. And did you know that it was going to be a special wave for you at that time?
No, I didn't know.
That gave you 10 grand in your back pocket.
I just looked at that wave and went, what makes this wave special is if I catch this, most likely I'm going to make it out of this heat with this wave. That's what I was looking at it thinking. And it kind of capped a little bit outside, and I just whipped it and went
And
made it. And I
Can
had
you-
no idea.
can
And
you-
then I paddled back out, and they when I was paddling by the boats, they were like,
What's
hey, do you realize what that wave you just got? You just scored a 10.
really? Was
And
it a 10?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was like, whoa, okay.
What's it like to stand upon a 49-foot wave? Can you tell us, for TC and I, who have not stood upon a 49-foot wave, or anybody in this building has stood on, well, maybe probably nobody in the audience has stood on a 49-foot wave. What's it like?
It's just the adrenaline rush of just, you see it coming, and then you just turn, and in your mind, you're just that switch goes, and you're like, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna catch this thing.
Was it easy to paddle in? Did it kind of pick you up and take you, or was it a tough paddle in to make that wave?
That one, no, it wasn't so. I mean, the tough part wasn't that I was trying to paddle into it. I mean, I was taking off kind of like it was already ledged up pretty much. So I just was going. So I knew that I was going to probably airdrop or fall, but I just knew I was looking at that and going, I got to go on this wave.
And you made it.
Hey,
And
Neil,
yes, sir.
we got to ask him about the girls.
What girls?
The girls you said you were going to ask him about before we went to break. The girls of Mavericks.
Oh, that's right. Excuse
Yeah.
me. My memory is
I'm just,
being an old.
You got old timers over there. I know.
the
but
old
this-
timers.
It's kicking in.
The girls belong out there?
You know what? Whoever is capable of surfing belongs out there.
Okay.
If you're capable of surfing Mavericks, then that's.
Have you
that's
seen a
pretty
couple of
much-
girls out there that belong out there?
Yes, I have.
Names?
Well, I would have to say, Sarah
Right.
Gerhardt.
Right.
She was definitely like the first one of the first ones.
Savannah?
Savannah, definitely.
Bianca Valenti?
I haven't seen her out there.
Okay.
I know
All
that
right.
there was a day where a bunch of girls did go out and surf it, but Savannah was out there on Saturday. So.
The worst fall that you've had out there is?
There's been quite a few of them.
Can you give us the numero uno ski?
I could give you a real quick rundown
Quick.
of them.
Uh,
I'll start with the most recent one. It was a few years ago, and it was a foggy day.
Okay.
It was probably about 10 to 15 foot,
Okay.
kind of inconsistent, so we were hugging the ball, and then a probably 15 to 20 foot set came in
Okay.
and caught us all, and I scratched around the left, and the wave broke over me, and I swam right through the bowl.
Okay.
And came through it, and I was like, whoo, board came right to me, turned around, the next one was even bigger, broke about 5 feet in front of me, and I tried to swim underneath it.
Yep.
Felt myself just get yanked up and over, and tossed, probably felt like, being a beach ball. And then as soon as I hit, I felt my leash just snap, and then I went super deep, and my hood got ripped up. I had a attached hood on my suit, so
Right.
I got my hood ripped up over my head, so my wetsuit was actually like, my head was inside my wetsuit,
Wow.
and I was getting worked.
You're getting worked. Okay, Emmett, you're back on the air, Emmett, okay? Okay, where do you want your dad to take you surfing? Where should you go? Like cows or longboarding? What do you think? Yeah? You want to go surf with me, or do you want to surf with your dad? I'm a terrible surfer, too, by the way. Okay? Maybe you and I can go have some fun surfing. What do you think? Want to surf with the old geezer right here, or you want to surf with your dad?
Maybe my dad.
I think, yeah, you're probably right, huh? Yeah? Dad rules? Tell me rules.
He rolls.
All right, Dad rules.
Hey,
Okay, go sit down, kiddo.
With enthusiasm.
Where do you want to go surf? Pangies?
He wants
First Peak. Okay.
First Peak?
Yeah, he likes surfing First Peak.
Okay.
He's
Ella,
a
get
he's a
over here,
goofy
honey.
foot
Come
like
over
me.
here, honey.
Oh, he's a goofy foot.
Yeah.
Get over here.
The curse
Okay.
continues.
Okay, Ella, what school do you go to? What school do you go to?
I go to Vine Hill.
You go to Vine Hill School? Do you surf?
Sometimes, not really.
Okay, what sport do you like?
I do
Volleyball? Taekwondo? You do Taekwondo?
Yeah.
I took Taekwondo for a long time. Yeah, that's good for you. It's a good sport. Do you know, now, are you proud of your dad surfing?
Yes.
You know he surfs big, giant, huge waves. That's why he's on the radio show right now. What do you think about that? Do you worry about him? You know he's going to be fine?
Yeah,
You
I
worry
know
about
he's
him?
going to be fine, but I still worry about
Okay,
him.
good. That's nice. That's nice to hear. Okay, he's a good dad?
Yes.
He's the world's best dad, huh?
Yes.
Okay, good. Go sit down. Good job. Sit down.
Hey, question about the contest. Have they announced the purse yet?
I have not heard an announcement of prize money yet.
I've seen Red Bull today. I see Red Bull got involved today. That's got to bring in some.
Well, they were involved last
moolah.
year, too.
Huh?
They were involved last year. They've been involved.
I think
it's a perfect revenue stream maker for Red Bull. They like extreme activities. But I haven't heard about a purse yet. Normally, that's like one of the first
you know,
things.
Griffin, that's a little bit of information out. Very little it trickles out of his camp. Griffin?
No.
What's going on with the purse?
I know it's
Mr.
trickling
Desmond.
out.
Mr. Desmond wants to know.
But I have heard, and I've spoken personally with people involved in the contest as athletes asking me that question as well, and I haven't heard anything. So it's
The purse is a mystery.
Maybe they're waiting for some corporate money or something.
You are listening to the Off the Lip Radio Show, where the purse is not a mystery. We are not getting paid to be here.
We are here for free.
We are here having a great time. You have for free. Got some great shows coming up.
Let's talk about it.
I've got Extra Large coming on.
That is the Crow's
The
Nest
whole
special.
band's going to be in the house.
All right.
Dan Hafley from Odyssey, from O'Neill Odyssey's coming
Odyssey.
on.
Fantastic.
With Amber Jones, who's the new chairman of Surfrider. She's coming on.
And you know what? And I got to say, kudos to Jack O'Neill for creating the Sea Odyssey program, because I think the thousands and thousands of kids that have some ocean awareness is needed. And I congratulate him for doing that program. It's cool.
Right. Good job, Jack. I saw Jack today in the deck chair taking a nap. Man, it looked good.
He's getting around, huh?
I'm glad to see he's still around.
Yeah.
Glad to see he's doing good. On the phone right now, before we go to commercial, we have, it could be Michael. I'm not sure. You can tell us your name. Michael, welcome to the Author Radio Show. How you doing, buddy? Are you still there? Am I getting it right? Are you still there? No. Michael, give us a call back. Oh, is he there? Is he there? I don't see him there. Give us a call back, Michael.
We'll get Chris.
We got Chris, the engineer, coming in. Michael, if you're still on the phone, hang on a minute. He's coming in here to fix our problem.
Well,
we always seem to have phone problems lately.
You guys drive on the right-hand side of the car over there. The button might be on the other side or something.
It's this button. Watch.
Michael's waiting patiently.
How we doing, Chris? How we doing? Michael, are you there?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
We can hear you loud and clear. Thank you very much for calling the Author Radio Show. How's it going, buddy?
All right. How are you? Good to
We're
hear
doing
you.
good.
So I was saying that I saw years ago a cover story on, I think it was Sports Illustrated, about a place off of Southern California, quite a distance from the shore, where the conditions are just right for huge waves. Well,
Cortez Bank.
That's right. Have you surfed there?
Shane.
No, I have not. But it's on my bucket list.
Well, and that's where our local big wave surfer Sean Dollar broke the world record.
That's right.
What is the world's record for the largest wave?
60.
It's beyond big, but I think 70 feet or something. What is it? Shane, do you know that number?
I think it's like 72 or 73.
It's the size of a wave that somebody probably shouldn't be surfing.
Wow.
We're getting closer to 100 feet.
It's pretty big. Hey, Michael, thanks for giving us a call tonight. We really appreciate it.
Hey, thank you.
All right,
Bye-bye.
buddy. Talk to you soon.
Bye.
Okay, you're listening to the Off-Rate Radio Show. We're going to go to a quick commercial. Quicker than you can put on your wetsuit or take off your wetsuit. We're going to be right back.
All right.
So, here we come. Don't go.
Hi, this is Jeff Warnerhalder from North Bay Ford, proud to sponsor the Off the Lip Radio Show. We're here to support the local surf community with a full inventory of trucks, hybrids, and plug-in hybrids. Come see why the F-150 has been the best-selling vehicle for 39 years. We have the perfect surf vehicle in stock, the new 2015 Ford Transit van. We have a model that'll fit your needs. Come to the no-hassle, easy place to buy a car, no stress, no drama. We make it easy for everybody. We're locally owned, locally operated. North Bay Ford at 1999 SoCal Avenue or www.northbayford.com.
Hi, this is Tim Loslot, head golf professional at De La Viega Golf Course. Come join us at De La Viega Golf Course driving range for happy hours on Thursdays from 4 to 7. Also visit our new De La Viega Disc Shack located at the world-renowned De La Viega Disc Golf Course. Hours of operation are Wednesday through Sunday from 9 to 5. And don't forget about our demo day at De La Viega Driving Range, April 18th. It's a Saturday from 9 to 4. Don't miss out on the latest and greatest manufacturer's releases for 2015. Lastly, we'd also like you to remember that De La Viega is promoting our short rounds at De La Viega Golf Course. Come out and enjoy a quick little 3-hole, 6-hole, or 12-hole round if you're time challenged. Don't forget to visit us at 401 Upper Park Road, Santa Cruz, California. Also visit us on our website at www.delaviegagolf.com.
Chill Out Cafe on 41st Avenue, Santa Cruz is not just a block from some of the world's best surf, but it is also where you can go relax and order the tastiest grub before and after your sesh. Plump burritos, fresh salads, sky-high sandwiches, and a superb selection of hot and cold drinks. They have something for you. Go to chilloutcafesantacruz.com to view their menu, and to place your order to go, call 831-477-0543. Chill Out Cafe, where they roll the fatties.
And we are back with the Off the Lip Radio Show on KSCO, broadcasting from Santa Cruz, California. Forgot one guest. Next week we had a very special guest, TC. You know nothing about her, but she is one of the world's top water women. Anne Marie Reichman from the Netherlands will be in studio. I will give you the scoop. I'm going to give you all the facts.
All right.
You're going to go,
wow.
holy
So
smoke.
this is really something coming up.
Something else coming up.
All right.
It's going to blow your mind.
Tune in next
Almost
week.
as good as Desi, but not quite.
I'm tuning in next week.
You will be here next week.
I know I'll be here.
What do you got for Desi?
Well, you know, this is an amazing little thing to talk about in regards to Mavericks, because we just talked about it during the break, is that, you know, obviously Shane is a goofy foot, and we were talking about bailing. And it was something that I've never really thought, is that when Shane, and describe how you bail. First off, you're going right at Mavs.
Yeah, so if I'm going on a right and my back is to the wave, and you know, there's so many different situations where, you know, at a split second you're deciding, am I diving, trying to actually penetrate the bottom and swim down? I don't think I've ever actually gotten away with that. Usually I just am diving down to avoid the lip, and then I get sucked over. But I think that because being backside and I'm facing, you know, my back's to the wave and I'm facing forward, it's almost easier to dive down because I'm already facing that way.
Right.
Whereas if you're regular foot, you tend to, I've seen a number of guys when they fall, they usually skip out onto their back.
Well, it's so different because anyone who surfs anything but big waves, you don't usually dive into the flats because it possibly could be extremely shallow. So you try to dive into the wave, right? But the way you're describing is your backside, you're actually pushing your board towards the shoulder and diving kind of back into the pit, but straight in front of you, you know, obviously.
Yeah.
And the guys who are going right, they're diving off kind of in between the nose and facing down the line and pushing their boards towards the peak.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's funny because you feel like you have an advantage being goofy foot in that situation. During the break, that's what kind of caught my attention, is that's an interesting thing that we haven't talked about that on the show. And it's an interesting dynamic of how you bail in a closeout or someone dropping in and collapsing the wave on you and having to exit. And it's an interesting thing.
When do you think the contest is going to be held? I mean, obviously, do you think it's going to have in the next few months? Do you think there's going to be a window for it? Do you think the window has passed by from that last Saturday when those waves were that big?
Oh, I sure hope not.
I
hope that was not the last hurrah.
Do you keep an eye on the weather forecast?
Oh, yes. Yeah.
How's it looking?
Well, there's a chance of rain this weekend, and also, you know, a good-sized swell. So there's probably going to... I mean, we really need the rain, but hopefully the winds won't be too bad, and it'll actually be big enough for Mavs to break.
You planning on going up there surfing?
I am, yeah, absolutely. Okay. If it's going to be surfable.
Do you think they're ready to run a contest right now? If the swell was this weekend, are they ready? Do you know?
I don't know.
Yeah, Neil, you got any idea about this?
None.
Yeah, well, I know they canceled the big extravaganza
Yeah, what was that? Was that a chink in the armor? I was going to talk to you about that, TC.
I don't
know. Was
that
a chink in the Titans and Mavericks armor?
I don't think so. I think one of the deals is that these guys are new to it, and I'm sure that takes a lot of planning and a lot of time, and they might not have the bodies to do it, as well as the expenses. And they want the contest is a media event now,
Right.
and so I personally understood why they did it. I know that it's a huge part of the project. As they continue to run this contest, they're going to learn and get more experience and be able to put on events there. But coming into it fresh, I don't know if they were ready or prepared.
Time to get Griffin back on the show?
Yeah, I think it would be a good time to get Griffin back on the show.
I think they're focusing on the event and the athletes first and foremost, and they definitely want to do something really cool for the community. But they really, the longevity is important. So to do it right is really going to attract a lot more eyes.
And I like to kind of bust their chops on the prize money thing, but I just know they're waiting for some commitments to release that number. That's how business works.
Are you happy with selection? Who they selected for the contest? Did you feel
Yes.
put out that you were an alternate and gosh darn it, you deserve to be there?
There's every year there's more and more really good big wave guys. As you saw this last huge swell on that Saturday, there was a lot of guys that really stepped it up. So I'm stoked. I'm stoked just to be in it still.
But there was guys out there that shouldn't have been out there too.
There's always a few of those kind of guys that are out there, and I watched a lot of guys that are really good big wave surfers go and not make any waves. They just kept going and going, and it's those type of conditions are really tough because it's really maybe 1 out of 5, 1 out of 10 that when it gets that big that it's actually makeable from that far back.
You're still as excited as you were now as the first time you surfed at that wave? It's still, the adrenaline gets to you?
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
still fires you up.
Definitely. It's like down deep down, and then when I think about it, sometimes I get so amped just thinking about surfing it, almost as amped as if I'm already there surfing, because I've surfed out there, and so I just know how I feel when I surf it, and so when I start thinking about surfing in my mind, I'm just
surfing those waves in your sleep. Pretty much.
Probably coming home that day, probably still thinking about it.
Yeah, you mean reliving them.
I think it's amazing. First off, a quick question before we go, because we're out of time, but how many years of Maverick surfing is still in Shane Desmond's future?
Many.
Yeah.
He's going to be out there for a while. You've been listening to the Off the Net Radio Show on KSC. I want to thank Shane Desmond for coming on the show tonight. It's been awesome to have you here. I want to thank Ella. I want to thank Emmett for coming on the show. Roby. Our magic, the magician, the producer of
He
the
makes
Off the Radio Show.
YouTube beautiful.
Chris, the engineer, the legend himself.
Chris, sorry for almost swearing tonight.
I didn't have to do the... I learned about the dump button, TC.
Yeah,
Michael's
brand
willing
new.
to talk about the dump button.
Just got it.
If you missed the show tonight, it's on YouTube, it's on the offtheatradio.com, it's on iTunes, it's on TuneIn Radio. This has been Neil and TC with the Off the Net Radio Show. Be here to next week with Anne-Marie Reichman. Unbelievable guest.
Can't wait.
I want to thank you for listening. It's been the Off the Net Radio Show. See you next week. Good night.
Good night.
Your source for news, sports, traffic, and weather. AM 1080, KSC.